Angela Nyberger, Lesson 3, Assessment of the Foot. First, we're going to check that Freddie's coronary band is evenly across the top of his hoof and that it makes a slightly downward slope towards his heel, which it does. The next thing we're going to do is check that I have an equal proportion of his medial and lateral sides of his leg and foot. And how we do that is we take a stick, put it in the middle of his knee and fetlock and down his hoof, and make sure that we're equal on both sides. So it should be a mirror image, which it looks good. Next thing we're going to do is the weight-bearing point of the heel. And how I do that is I run my thumb down his cannon bone, down to the middle of his fetlock, and at that point, we're going to stick our stick. I'm going to do it again. Ho, ho. At that point, we're going to put our stick, and at that point, the stick should go to the back, just brush the back of the hoof, or at back of the heel, and it looks good. Now I'm going to check the weight-bearing portion of the foot, and how I do that is I run down at the angle of his fetlock. To that point, I'm going to stick my stick there. He does look like he is long in the foot, but he is getting shod tomorrow, so I do realize his foot is long. So he is a little out of balance right there. Next, I'm going to check how my foot is centered, how my hoof is centered in relationship to his cannon bone. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to lift his leg. Come here, Freddie. Come on, bub. I know he's not wanting to cooperate. Up and forward, and just let him relax. Relax, buddy. And look down the middle of his cannon, and it looks like it's in line with his center of his hoof. He might be a little flared to his medial side. Now I'm going to let him relax and have him gently put down his foot. Where his hoof meets the ground, that's his natural breaking point, and that's the middle of his hoof, and that's also where the middle of the shoe should go. So that's about right there. Next, I'm going to check that his medial and lateral angles of his hoof wall are very close or even. And what I mean by that is his medial angle and his lateral angles are pretty straight. He does seem like he is flaring out on his medial side. And like I said, he's getting shoed tomorrow.